The Avalon Hybrid. Supremely comfortable, supremely nice for the price, and, if we're about to find out, supremely efficient on the highway. Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we've got the real-world highway fuel economy test of the 2021 Toyota Avalon Hybrid. We're going to head out on the highway and do 50 miles out and 50 miles back, averaging 70 miles per hour to get you a realistic highway fuel economy number for this family-sized sedan. Before we get started, hop out and take a look at it. And some of you might say doing a fuel economy test on this car is a moot point because Toyota is taking it out to pasture. Some might say because they ruined the looks. Others might say because the sedan is dead. But at the end of the day, this thing has a lot going on for it. It is very comfortable inside, very nice, very quiet, and gets 43 miles per gallon in the city and 43 miles per gallon on the highway, according to the EPA. So if you do want to see more on the Avalon, check the links in the description. We've actually got a JBL sound system demo from the last Avalon TRD we drove, and then we've got a DM test drive shot by Mr. Christopher. So why do we do this test? Well, the EPA's highway fuel economy test, which as I said gives the Avalon Hybrid 43 miles per gallon, that test only averages 48 miles per hour. We know there are people who take their vehicles on long road trips and would like to know what sort of numbers you can actually get in the real world. Not only that, but hybrids don't always do as well in the real world at higher speeds as they do on the EPA test. So it'll be interesting to see if we can actually achieve that 43 mile per gallon figure. In order to test it, we're going over to the gas station. We're going to fill up, go out and do 100 miles, come back, fill up at the same pump using the same 3-click fueling method, and see what we get. A few things to note for today. Outside temperature is 72 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's definitely going to heat up as we keep going. Tire pressures have been set to their door placard, 35 psi cold, and we're running the climate control at 73 degrees auto. Now yes, this is going to use the air conditioning, but that's how people travel in the real world, and without it we would roast. So let's pull on up to the pump here, hop out, and top it off. I know not all of you want to sit and watch through this whole test, so I will put a link to the results in the chapters, video chapters. All I ask is that you hit that like and subscribe button, make up for that loss of revenue. 3.766 gallons going in for our initial fill. Before we actually start the engine, we've got our GPS reset. We're going to reset our trip computer and our fuel economy data, and we're ready to begin. There are a few different drive modes in the Avalon Hybrid. We've got Eco, Normal, and Sport. And we're going to do this test in Eco mode. We're going to take it nice and easy over to the highway. It's about half a mile away. Pick up the test from there. We're not trying to get the best fuel economy numbers possible with the car. We're not hypermiling here. We're just trying to see what sort of number you can realistically get cruising on the highway. So in order to do that, we're going to get up to highway speeds at a fairly reasonable pace. Set our cruise control at a GPS indicated 73 miles per hour. That should allow us to average 70 over the whole test. I do like how the Avalon Hybrid has a good amount of power. It's not a hybrid that's lacking. It's got a good amount of oomph, if you will. And getting on up here, looks like 74 on the dash. It's going to give us 73 on our GPS. Set the adaptive cruise control. Actually, you know what? Oftentimes for this test, it's easier to just do normal cruise control. One minor annoyance of mine with Toyotas is they often run about a mile per hour below whatever you have the cruise control set at. We're up to 74 now, but I find oftentimes I'm in a Toyota and I have it set at 73 or 75 or whatever, and it's running 72 or 74. I don't know why that is. As you can hear, remarkably quiet, comfortable in here. This interior is beautiful with this mixture of kind of peanut butter brown and black and a little bit of fake wood grain. So this should be a nice, smooth, easy test. We're going to continue on, catch up with you at the end. In the meantime, enjoy this time lapse of the entire trip. Coming into the end of the highway fuel economy test here in the Avalon Hybrid, smoking the EPA's estimate of 43 with 47.6 according to the car's trip computer. Quite a good number, especially for a vehicle of this size. We have been averaging just about 70 miles per hour. Been a very smooth test. This is a great highway cruiser. And with its 13.6 gallon fuel tank, you should be getting a whole heck of a lot of range with this thing. So let's get back to the pump and see what sort of numbers we actually calculate. 2.238 gallons going in for our final fill. 108.4 miles divided by 2.238 is giving us an impressive 48 miles per gallon, nearly 49. So 48 on the dash, 48 from here, 43 from the EPA, but I think 2 of those data points is getting us up to 48. Now if we take that 48 mile per gallon result, times it by the 13.2 gallon fuel tank, you're getting an effective highway cruising range of 630 miles here in the Avalon Hybrid. What a great highway cruiser, and a little evidence for why the sedan is still valuable if you're going to do a lot of highway cruising. In fact, how does that stand up to the Toyota Venza, kind of the Avalon successor? I'll put the numbers up here on the dash, or up here on the screen, because I don't exactly remember what the Avalon got, but I can't imagine it's nearly that good. I thought it was like 36 or so. So quite a bit better with the Avalon. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more on the Avalon and Avalon Hybrid, check the links in the description. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.